This tutorial is how to use our scalp lifting device and booster. The scalp lifting device is to enhance the useful appearance of the skin by bringing your skin out upward to create that face lifting effect. We have 3 different features on the scalp lifting device. We're going to go ahead and turn this on by holding the power button down, and then we're going to click on the EMS, which is for electrical muscle stimulation, vibration, and heat. All of these work together to enhance the blood flow to the scalp, thereby increasing blood circulation to the follicles and also stimulating the muscles. So before we put this onto the scalp, we're going to start off with the scalp lifting booster. This serum is to promote, increase the blood circulation, but it has to be applied in order to work well with the EMS. So we're going to just take a little bit and rub it in through the scalp, and it becomes a conductor for the currents. And we're always going to use a lifting or an uplift motion when we're using our device. There's 3 levels, a low, medium, and high. I'm gonna go ahead and just use it on the low, but we're gonna work with the scalp first by putting some pressure against the scalp and using an uplift motion. All of this increases the blood flow. It will also tighten the muscles of the scalp, thereby creating the ponytail effect. That effect is the look that we get when we have a nice, tight, high ponytail. It brings the skin back, creating that facelift effect. Now we're going to use this on the face, around the jaw, the ear, and that's going to enhance the whole ponytail effect to create that face-lifted look. One of these ampules will cover the full scalp and the face. I used a little bit more than half to do the scalp, and then now I'm going to do it on the face. We're going to put it around the jaw and also the ear. And remember, this is really important because it helps the electrical currents go through and work into the muscles. So we must use this in order to allow the EMS to be effective. Okay, power on, EMS vibration and heat. Always work in an upward position. Because we are lifting everything. So we did her treatment for probably just a couple of minutes. I only spent about a minute or so on the half of her scalp, and I spent maybe about a minute or so on the face. But can you see the difference between the 2 sides? It lifted everything. So typically you'll want to use about maybe at the most 5 minutes of the lift on the face, and the rest of the scalp can be up to 10 minutes. So I would do a couple of minutes on the right, a couple of minutes on the left when you're doing the face, and then the rest of the time you can spend sectioned off and spend that time on the scalp. So I like to do half the face at a time. So start from the scalp. I'm gonna go in an upward stroke. Let's spend like 5 minutes on half the scalp, or half the head, I should say. So I'm doing 5 minutes total on the right, going back and forth in an upward position. After you do 5 minutes on the right, we're gonna move to the face and spend a couple of minutes on the face, going in this upward motion. And this is going to lift the face, as you can see. And the more consistent you are with this, the longer the results will last. And as you get used to the sensation, or as your customers get used to the sensation, they can probably accept it on a higher power. So I would just start off low and test it. Test it how they react to it, see if they want it higher. It's not dangerous, it's more about comfort for your customer. Okay, so we spend just a couple of minutes on this side of the face. And then we'll move on to the other side. So we are going to do her left side now. I am putting some more of the booster on her scalp. We're going to finish her treatment with the scalp booster being applied to the scalp. Remember, it's important to use this with the device because of the EMS. It'll help conduct the electricity better to stimulate that muscle stimulation. Again, we're gonna go in an upward motion. All of this motion is actually creating an enhanced and increased blood flow to the muscles, which then feeds the follicles as well, which will promote better hair growth as we provide all that nutrients in the blood. So we're going to spend about 5 minutes on the side of the scalp. I'm going to apply the rest of the serum on her face and jaw. When you're doing long hair, it doesn't really affect the amount that you use on the scalp because the scalp's the same. We're not putting this isn't meant for like as a hair treatment, it's for the scalp. So just gonna make sure that it's applied evenly. I'm gonna turn this back on. And we're going to work on the face. We don't want to go over 5 minutes total on the face, so I'd say maybe about 2.5 minutes on each side. You can spend a little more time on the scalp though, total of 10 minutes or so. So this whole treatment should last about 15 minutes. Sometimes their face may get a little bit red, but it shouldn't be of any concern. It's just from the constant friction of moving this along the face, just like if you were to rub your face on the same spot for a long time. But it